Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into Chucky Egg on the ZX Spectrum, and then we'll check it out also on the BBC Micro. Now, this is a early platformer, kind of like Burger Time or Donkey Kong. It was released the same year as Manic Miner, but the 1001 Games book considers it to be a bit more flexible of a game. So here are the controls, by the way. Totally wonky control scheme. 2 and W to go up and down, 9 and 0 to go left and right, and either Z or M, whichever you prefer to jump. So, yeah, sure. Okay, a bizarre control scheme. I find a lot of the games on the ZX Spectrum have really weird control schemes. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the world of Chucky Egg here. This game was developed by Nigel Alderson when he was just 16. I guess he was 16, 17. He had a birthday in the middle of developing this game. And if, you know, that just blows my mind. Oh, I love the color scheme where the colors are like kind of like glitching out and like following the characters. This is basically because the ZX Spectrum had a really weird way of doing color palettes. And oh my god. It is really specific in how it controls, like you're going up and down the ladder. Like it won't. I'm holding up right now. Now I can go up. Like it's really kind of finicky here. Okay, hold on, and we want to jump. The sound effects sound suitably terrible. It kind of sounds like the guy's farting every time he picks up. These are little piles of seeds, by the way. And when you get them, it slows down the timer. The goal is to basically collect all of these eggs before the timer runs out. Like this! So you're like a dude named Chucky and you want eggs. I guess that's how it goes. This game was released, as per usual for a lot of these old games, on the ZX Spectrum, and then also like a ton of other systems. Like it showed up on the BBC Micro, which we'll be checking out, the Commodore 64, the Acorn Electron, the Amstrad CPC, the Amiga, everything. It also showed up on like weird systems that I've never heard of, that I read online, like the Tatung Einstein. Never heard of that system ever before. I guess it was like a computer in Taiwan or something like that. It also came out on the Dragon, which sounds like a badass computer if you ask me. I've never heard of a Dragon either. I mean, I've heard of a Dragon, but not a Dragon computer. And I guess that was some kind of like European computer? I don't know, to be totally honest. Oh no! I meant to go down, but we walked right into the butt of that ostrich. So, Chucky Egg got a face full of ostrich butt right there, and that totally killed him. There's only one egg left for us, though, so we can totally do this. I feel like this game is, like, so far, like, fairly doable. Like, sometimes a lot of these, like, old games can be quite tricky, and especially, like, Manic Miner. I remember having troubles with Manic Miner. Like, it was quite challenging, that game, just to pass one level. But I feel like I blew through that first level while I was reading my notes and, like, barely paying attention to it. Like, which, by the way, I say is a good thing. Like, I think sometimes some of these older games are, like, you know, they have, like, brutal difficulties, and it can be off-putting to, like, new people getting into it. But, like, this one isn't too bad. If these turkeys would stop guarding the egg, we could go ahead and steal their egg. I don't know what he wants with the eggs. The cover for this game, the, like... Oh, I thought a platform would appear. Oh, it totally did, and it saved me. Oh, my God. The, Oh! I wish you could control yourself in the air. That's the one big innovation of Super Mario, I think, that these old platformers didn't have, is, like, jumping in these old platformers sucks. Because as soon as you jump, you're just, like, committed to that. But Mario, like, we take it for granted. Shoot, jumped way too late there. But Mario was really innovative in its jumping controls, where it actually let you control yourself in the air. To the point where, like, now these old games are hard to play for people who never really tried them, because it is such, like, a foreign way of playing a game. Oh, I gotta jump there too? Okay, we're clearly not making it past this level. But anyway, this game was created by a 16-year-old. It came out on multiple platforms, including crazy systems I never heard of. And there are two general versions of this game. And they differ based on the kind of physics they have. So the BBC Micro version and versions that are like the BBC Micros... Hey, did we make it? Yeah, we did! Okay, hold on. There we go. Typing in my name is hard. We made it to the top score, people. We beat AF Chucky Egg. AF is a company that made this game. Literally, like, they just filled a high scoreboard with scores of 1,000. So, okay. Nothing to get too excited about. We made the high scoreboard. Whatever. But anyway, two versions of this game. There's a BBC Micro version that has realistic physics, and then there's a ZX Spectrum that does not. Now, I am curious what kind of realistic physics a game like this could possibly have, so I'm looking forward to upgrading to the BBC Micro version eventually. But the ZX Spectrum version was the very first version that the creator, the 16-year-old who created this game, created, so we're going to go with it. And by the way, okay, I was talking about what does Chucky here want with the eggs. Oh, and his name is actually not Chucky, it's Henhouse Harry. I looked that up. I don't know why that's his name. I don't know why he didn't come into this henhouse more ready to fight birds. Like, he should have some kind of weapon. Also, I have no idea who Chucky is. Who the hell is Chucky? I have no freaking clue. But the cover box for this game, if, you know, to add confusion to the whole mess here, just shows a boot about to stomp an egg and a chicken, like, freaking out, like, balking and going, bok, 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 bok. Because I guess it's that chicken's egg. So, like, now I'm confused as to whether Harry here is, like, rescuing the eggs, or if he's smashing them good. Like, does he just want to, like, kill chicken eggs? Don't 100% understand it. That bird that's caught in a cage in the far left is a duck. Looks like a chicken to me, but it's a duck. And if you beat this game... Oh my god, I'm getting cornered between a couple of birds here. If you beat this game once and get through, there's only 8 levels. If you get through all 8 levels, then what happens is the game plays through the levels again, but now the duck is free, and the duck flies around, homing in on you all over the level, and apparently it, like, totally changes the dynamic of the game. Okay, we really gotta, like, land on this platform. How did I land the first time? There must be an easier way to do it. Maybe I can just make that jump and get to the green platform? Like this? Nope. Just ricochet off. So there is some kind of physics here. But okay, yeah. So we don't know what Henhouse Harry is doing in the henhouse. Also, this does not look like a henhouse. Also, these look more like ostriches that he is stealing eggs from. And we have literally reached the capacity of my... I'm going to try going to the right, I guess? I mean, I got to go get these 2 eggs, so I might as well start with these 2. But then, like, what am I supposed to do about this bird here? Oh, it just landed on me. I got a chicken butt to the head again. And Harry's just like, oh, a chicken's butt touched my face. I'm done. Forget about this. Okay, come on. We did this once before. Are you kidding me? Oh, the timing. Like, they put you at the very bottom of the level, so it's like you have to wait for, like, the elevator to spawn. And, like, it's like you got to cut it so close, because if that thing gets too high, then you're just going to die. So, my god. Okay, let's give this one more shot here. Then we'll switch over to the BBC Micro version. See what a world of enhanced physics look like. But yeah, I remember playing a lot of games like this growing up as a kid. Like, I would go over to my cousin's house, and they had a Commodore 64. And so I remember playing, like, platformer games like this. And I always remember, like, as a kid, like, I was obsessed with Mario. Like, me and my friends would, like, talk about Mario at school. We would, like, rush home at lunch and, like, after school to, like, play Mario on each other's, like, Nintendos. Like, we had Mario shirts and sweaters. We were, like, walking advertisements for Nintendo. We had stickers and books, and I think I even had a Mario, like not an action figure, but, like, a doll. Actually, I had action figures, too. There were, like, there were Mario figurines given out in Happy Meals, I remember, when I was a kid. And my dad had a girlfriend who, her brother worked at McDonald's, and he stole a whole bunch of those toys for us. So we had, like, a toy box. Damn it, I was holding up to climb the ladder there, but I wasn't properly lined up. So he stole all those toys for us. So we loved Mario. But every time I played a platformer like this, I always remember it just kind of, like, fell a little flat. It was just, I think it boils down to the jumping. Or, like, the finickiness of the ladders and stuff. Like, the thing with Mario, again, I'm harping on Mario today, but the thing that I think really sort of raised the bar with Mario, and even Donkey Kong didn't get this right. I don't think Donkey Kong had the jump mechanics right either. But Mario really is forgiving in terms of, do you have to be perfectly aligned with the beanstalk to climb it? No, you don't. Do you have to have your jump lined up perfectly when you jump? No, you don't, because you can control yourself in the air, you know? Like, Mario is very forgiving. Oh, you son of a... How long do you have to wait? The platform was, like, up to the top of the stage. Oh, my God. Oh, maybe when the one at the top disappears, then it respawns at the bottom? Okay, Okay, we're gonna give this a shot. It does! Oh, son of a... Okay, I can do this then. Okay, I thought there was just gonna be a platform at every spacious interval. I didn't realize that there was only 2 and they were just gonna cycle. Okay, so as soon as that one disappears, it's when you jump. Alright, okay. It's doable. We found out the secret. I thought there's no way that this game is as hard as I was making it out to be. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Of course, now I'm still dying. Okay, so how can we do this? This is tricky. We have like 1 life to figure this level out. Okay, here we go. Let's just do this. We can get these. This is no problem. Okay, we can get all this stuff. Oh, I did not mean to do that. See, if that was Mario, as soon as you fall down a pit, you have like some capacity to like move around and stuff. But anyway, let's not talk about, let's not linger on what could have been. Let's focus on the Chucky egg that we got. Okay, because we're doing far better on this level now. Now, I need to go down. Yeah! Okay, that kind of worked. I was not trying to get those 2 eggs, but I will take them. Okay, now we gotta wait for this. Jump. Jump. Jump! No, Chucky! Or, what's his name? Henhouse Harold? Harry, whatever. Oh, he sucks. Okay, well, we've seen the funky ZX Spectrum version. I love, by the way, the ZX Spectrum has such a bizarre color palette of, like, cyan, purple, red, and green. It's and yellow, like it's so weird, and like the colors are all funky, like they're following the characters. Like the ladder changed color if Chucky got too close to it. Totally ZX, totally weird. All right, so we've seen the ZX Spectrum version. Let's bop over to the BBC Micro version and check out a version with quote unquote real physics. It's like urging me to stop the tape, and it sounds like it's gonna explode or something. Okay, but I guess it didn't need to stop the tape. I don't understand what just happened there. That was the most bizarre load screen I have ever seen in my life. But I dig it. They made loading Chucky Egg awesome. Alright, a game of skill? Oh, I didn't even get to see that. Press S to start, K to change keys. Let's press K so we can see what the keys are at least. Select key up. Well, let's just use the same control scheme we already got used to. Up, down, left, right. I'll have spaces jump this time around. That'll make my life a little easier. Alright, so let's hop in here. 1 player. Show me what you got, game. Show me the best you got. Because I could be playing this on a dragon. Or a Tatum Einstein. Alright, so this instantly feels a bit better. It feels a bit like, a bit more forgiving in the control scheme. Oh, it's still, oh wait, I'm not holding down properly. Let's see. I mean, the colors look upgraded, obviously. Now, like, the color palettes are actually, you know, they're not just tied to the character. The ladder doesn't change color if I get too close. Okay, so not too bad. So this just feels like a upgraded version of Chucky Egg. That makes me wonder, is the BBC Micro, is it more advanced than the ZX Spectrum? So the ZX Spectrum was like a European computer, and I honestly, like, had never really heard of it until I got into the world of retro games. So I actually don't know if, like, the ZX Spectrum is, like, fairly underpowered, or if it's, like, you know, can hold its own with the BBC Micro if it was programmed correctly. I have to believe, or I think, from, you know, playing these games, it seems like the BBC Micro is more powerful than the ZX Spectrum. I've just seen slightly more advanced things on it, and the ZX feels fairly basic. Like, it can run some impressive games, for sure, but compared to some of these more advanced titles, I don't think it can do as much. So, okay, we flew through the first 2 levels. Now we are prepared for this 3rd level here. Let's see how easy it is to jump on this bridge. Oh, that was not too bad at all. Of course, we were trained. Oh, we're just ping-ponging there. We're trained on the ZX Spectrum, which was harder. But it does feel like there's, like, I can't even describe it, but it feels like there's a little bit more precision in my controls here. So maybe what was sort of throwing me off with the ZX Spectrum version is that in that version, like, there was a bit of, you know, being hampered because the ZX Spectrum had, like, oh shoot, I forgot to jump there. Had some sort of, it had its technical challenges in terms of how sophisticated the game could get. But yeah, it definitely feels like, it feels almost a little more analog here when I move. Like when I moved on the ZX Spectrum, it felt a little more like I was moving pixel by pixel. But here, oh god, I ricocheted into a bird. Oh my god, so is that Is that the realistic physics that they're talking about? The bouncing around there? Okay, here we go. Physics! Oh, shoot, jump! Damn it. These games almost have too real physics, where, like, I want them to be a little more unreal. I want like, the cartoon physics where, like, if I jump off a cliff and have second thoughts, I can, like, flap my arms and, like, maybe I can, like, make it back to land. If I try hard enough, if I wiggle enough in the air. Okay, jump, jump. I think we got this, though. Oh, no, Chucky! I keep calling him Chucky. No, did we die? Oh, we have one more life. All right, this is where we dig deep, guys. So these levels actually aren't that hard, but they just take a bit of practice to learn. Definitely, I thought this game was going to be a lot harder than it is. So I've played, like, Burger Time and stuff like that. Oh, God. Whoa! I played, like, Burger Time and stuff like that, and those games are hard. Burger Time is very challenging. Like, the monsters chase you like crazy. I feel like the birds in this are just sort of, like, haphazardly walking around. They're, like, not that interested in, like, getting me. Oh, there we go. We can jump off the ladder. Ah, easy! Alright, so let's see what level 4 has to offer. The fact that you can jump off the ladder makes the game a lot more doable. Oh, God. But, oh! Okay, we'll take it. Can I, like... Okay, I'll take that too. I was trying to jump for the lower egg. I'm not trying to do fancy moves here, guys. I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, jump, jump, fall, fall, get it, get the hell out of here. Don't come and kill me. Alright. Oh, uh-oh. How about we go over here, get this egg, go over here. Alright, you kind of gotta, like, think your way through these levels. I like that the enemies aren't chasing you like crazy. It again, makes it far more doable. Okay, let's try and... We gotta get this one over here, right near the duck. Actually, oh my god, and the duck looks more like a duck now. Damn it, we just died. But look, the duck doesn't look just like a random chicken. The BBC Micro is totally more advanced than the ZX. It totally is. There's no way it's not. Oh god, okay. Huh? Oh! Damn. Man, the jumping is tricky. You really got to work on your distances. Okay, let's try this. What the hell just happened? My game just crashed. Okay, my computer just crashed there, but we brought it back to life. We're going to try this one more time because I was having some fun with the BBC Micro version of Chucky Egg here. But I do feel like Chucky Egg is simple enough that we've kind of seen pretty much all there is to offer. I mean, the only other thing to see would be to beat all 8 levels and unlock the duck, but that could take me all day, to be totally honest. Knowing my affinity for dying in these old video games. How many players? 1. Oh, I did not define the keys. This could be trouble. I'm used to my weird old ZX Spectrum control scheme. Oh, and it's not set up correctly. So what are the keys? So space still jumps. Okay, I figured out left and right and jump. If I just knew how to go up, then we would be set. Shoot, it's probably something super obvious. It's A. Okay, so here's the control scheme on the BBC Micro. Space is jump. A is to go up. Oh god, how do we go down? Damn it. Period goes right, comma goes left, A goes up, Z goes down, and space jumps. I would really like to know how they figured out these old control schemes for video games. I guess it was just like whatever felt right to the developer. There's like no rhyme or reason or consistency among systems or whatever. Although I guess, you know, since I'm not playing this on an actual BBC Micro or an actual ZX Spectrum, maybe on the ZX Spectrum, the way the buttons were aligned, it was closer to period, comma, space, AZ than it seems. I don't know. But anyway, we're flying through this first level. We did have a foolish death. And normally if I die on the level 1, I just go ahead and reset the game. But that presumes I know how to reset the game. And I'll be honest, on a BBC Micro, I'm flying by the seat of my pants, people. I don't even know how to turn on the system exactly. I just sort of hope for the best, and sometimes it seems to work. So if I knew how to reset the game, I mean, that would be a feat in and of itself. So I barely know how the buttons in this game. Basically, on that first level, I just had to try all the buttons until Chucky did something. Keep calling him Chucky. His name is Henhouse Harold. Okay, so who the hell is Chucky Egg? Is that the name of the bird, the duck, who's stuck in the you know, little cage in the top left corner there? And also, how did that duck get in the cage? Who put him in there? Oh, damn it! It's so intuitive from Mario to just walk off the platform and hold left and you'll move. And it's like I can't reprogram my brain not to do that. Like, I just don't think in those terms. Okay. Oh! Gotta help me, guys. You're my only hope. Okay, here we go. We got this. We got this. Come on. Don't forget to jump. Oh, that was not what I meant. We're playing this on hard mode now. We only have 1 life left. How far can you get in Chucky Egg on 1 life? It's a drinking game for you right there. My answer is not very far. Boom. I like how the birds in this one too occasionally like stop to just like peck at the ground. It's like the bird sees something interesting and is like, I will peck that. Now this guy, he's coming up here to block me. This other guy is coming up here to kill me. So we gotta do this and this. Use our elite skills to escape the birds. Okay, like this and this. This and... Oh! Geez, it ricocheted off the thing. So yeah, I guess I can kind of feel that there's more advanced physics going on here than in the other version, but like, it's a little hard to tell, to be totally honest. Oh god, that worked. I mean, like, now and then you kind of like bounce all over the place when you do a jump. You can kind of feel like maybe there's some advanced physics going on here. But for the most part, it is what it is. Chucky Egg is Chucky Egg. Okay, so do this. Do this. We're like outwitting a bird. Feels smart to outwit these like bluebirds. So again, are they ostriches? Are they chickens? They look like ostriches. But they could be like snakes with legs. I mean, like they could. Like, look at them. Who's to say they're birds? I mean, technically, dinosaurs are birds, so, you know, let that wrinkle your brain! Damn it. Oh, game over. Alright, well, we gave Chucky Egg a fair shot here, and my computer didn't... Oh, no, it crashed. So for some reason, my version of this game crashes at the score screen, so... We did pretty good. We got better than we ever got on the ZX Spectrum. Chucky Egg here is one of the early platformers. It's one of the games in the book, 1,001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die. And when it comes to, you know, who this game is going to appeal to, I think anyone who grew up with like a Commodore 64, a ZX Spectrum, a BBC Micro, if you owned the Tatung Einstein or Dragon 32, if you were one of the lucky people who owned those weird obscure systems, you probably played games like this. And honestly, like... Okay, if I'm comparing it to Manic Miner, which came out in the same year, I think that actually the book is right. This is actually a far more playable and sort of more fun game than Manic Miner. I found Manic Miner had more interesting stuff going on in its levels, but it was also way harder and way more particular of like what you could touch. This one actually felt fairly forgiving. The jump mechanics, I think, have aged, and so if you grew up playing Mario, you're going to be thrown off by them like I was. But if you can get past that, it's actually not bad. And I've played games like Burger Time and stuff, and I like Burger Time, but Burger Time's way harder than this. It's a very similar idea of enemies going up and down ladders, and you have to avoid them. But this one you can jump. And ultimately, yeah, I think that this, you know, as far as like retro platformers go, this one was actually pretty fun. I don't think it's necessarily one that if you're not interested in retro platformers, it's going to convert you. But I think if you have never played this game before and you're into retro platformers, you should actually give this one a shot. I actually, I didn't know what to think going in, but I can say now that I actually had fun with this, and I would play this a little bit more, I think. I could see myself playing it. So anyway, those are my thoughts and opinions, guys. What do you think of Chucky Egg here? Do you have any fond, awesome memories of it? Is it a game that you grew up playing and you want to share some tips and tricks with us? If you do, go ahead and leave a comment down below. As always, whatever you think of the game, if you've enjoyed checking it out with me, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all your nerdy friends. Until next time, my friends, you guys take care of yourselves, and peace. Okay. Oh,